Hello everyone, this is a live stream BANA 3000 Operations Management Week 3 Lecture 2, and today I just go over the homework, and it's just the quality control home and the process control chart on the homework number 1. Okay, let me bring up the syllabus, and I do have some announcements that I made on Monday. I'm going to do them again today. I've changed my office hours around to where I am going to be on Friday at 7 p.m. I'm also going to be Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m. I'm also going to be Saturday at 10 a.m. And so I've changed my office hours around to where, and I started the semester with only one Zoom office hours for each course. But instead, I'm going to have 3 times, Thursday, Friday at 7 p.m., Saturday morning at 10 a.m. And this is going to be a Zoom office hours for all my courses. So when you come, if you come, it's not recorded. It's just question and answers, just like office hours. And make sure you let me know what course you're in so I'll know the context of which our conversation or questions or whatever we're talking about. Okay, so that's the announcement. Today, we're right here, week 3, getting ready for homework 1 due this weekend. I think a lot of people have already done it. It's pretty straightforward. And we have plenty of time for these homeworks to make sure everyone does well. Today I'm going to go over quality control a little bit to make sure that everyone is fine with it and everyone understands it. Okay, so let's bring up Canvas. And in Canvas, if we open up the course material, notice down here, week 1, week 2, and 3. So here we are. Notice I have week 2, lecture 1, week 2, lecture 2, week 3, lecture 1, and there'll be week 3, lecture 2 right here on quality control. Okay, so that's kind of how I've decided to do this, and I hope this is working. Okay, and so we'll doing the homework here in a minute, but let's back up here to the lecture notes from the website here at the top, mdharper.com. Let's click that. And let's open this under Operations Management tab. Coming down here, and I want to encourage you to come down to Statistical Quality Control. And here it is, Statistical Process Control. Make sure you watch this first video. If I click the first video, it's muted here. So this video is really the basis for the last 2 questions that I'm covering today in the homework. So make sure you do cover this. You do look at this. As a matter of fact, as we come across here, I think, let's see here. Okay, right here, beginning on 140. Construct a simple process control chart. This shows you how to do question number 9 in the homework. And so as you go through, I show exactly how to do it. I have different numbers, but the process is the same. Okay, and then later the rest of this lecture, if I go past this, here we go. Here I talk about decision rules. That's in question 10. I talk about different anomalies. That's question 10. Here I talk about method of assignable causes in question 10. So this video really goes through, and also quality program. This goes through all the information you need to answer question 10 and a little more. Okay, so these videos are designed for these videos are designed to there we go. Missed it. Okay, they're designed so if you know how to do this, then it's review. Okay, so this does show how to do it, but you come back, and if you know how to do it, you just glance at this as, oh, now I remember. And so that's why it's on my website, and that's why it's available even after the course is over. You can still come back and look at these things. Okay, so let's bring up the homework. Let's go back to Canvas. Let's come down to weeks 2 and 3, and here we are. And here's homework 1. So let's download homework 1. Click that, download it, open it up. Okay, let's full screen this, enable editing so we can see it, and let's enlarge this so we can actually see what's going on. That's probably big enough, wouldn't you say? Okay, let me get my files in order here. There we go. Okay, here we go. That's probably good enough. You can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I think so. Let's move this over a little bit. Format this on here. Yeah, you can see it. Good. Okay, here we go. First of all, as we're coming down here, let's come down to question 9 and 10. Here's where you have, again, video 1 under statistical process control heading. Make sure you watch that because both these questions come from that video. The first one is calculating the days of stay in the ICU, intensive care unit, for the critical care of a disease is being monitored to determine the efficiency of future treatments. A random sample of the days of stay that is assumed to be drawn from a normal distribution is used to construct a statistical process control chart using a mean and variance from the sample. Use a population variance. So the whole point of this, I have a scenario here, and as a matter of fact, it's a very common one. You get the data, so from this data, let's build a control chart and make sure in the future it's going to be pretty much the same. How effective these things are. If things vary over time, we can tell. And so this is really looking at efficiency of the treatments within the ICU. In other words, if it starts building, maybe the efficiency is not as good. If it's decreasing, maybe the efficiency is not as good because we may not be doing everything we're supposed to be doing, and the quality drops. Whatever. That's a different problem. The whole point of this question is, here's your data. From that data, construct a control chart using the population variance and get the upper and lower control limits. Okay, well, let me show you how to work it. Let's take this, left click and drag and highlight it. Control C, copy it. Let's open Excel. Open, there we go. Okay, let's make this big so you can see it. Let's come here and Control V to paste, and there it is. Let's bring this back down. We can see all of them. There we go. Then I'm going to say Control C again, come down here. I want to transpose it. Control C again, and I want to paste just the values. I don't want anything to mess it up. Okay, now remember, for the quality control start, statistical, and actually let me do this. Let me bring this down and say I like Arial. I should set it in there, and 10, and let's center everything. Okay, now I don't need that anymore. Okay, now statistical process control chart is the mean plus and minus 3 times I'll say the variance, or I'm sorry, the square root of the variance of the mean. Okay, let's justify that so we can actually see it. Bingo. Okay, so that's the equation right there. So what do we need? We need the mean and we need the variance of the mean. That's what we need. Okay, now I want to show you how to work this. I don't want to work it for you. I want you to do it. So I think the best way to do this is, let's move this over, is take this. Let me just put different numbers in here. That's what I'll do. So let me just put all different numbers in here. 31, 35, 36, 32, 34, 38, 39, 41, whoops, 41, 45, 32, and 40. Okay, so this will not be your answer because I put different numbers in here, but essentially I'll show you how to do it. Take the mean. The average is the same as the mean. Highlight all these things. return. Okay, that's my mean. Then I want the variance, but I want the population variance equal variance dot p, whoops, p, and then you take it all. There you go. Okay, then I want the variance of the mean. Because this is a variance of the mean. This is the variance of one random variable. Variance of the mean is the variance of all 12. Okay, and that's going to equal the variance divided by the sample size, which is 12. I mean the population, which is 12. And there it is. Okay, now the upper control limit, center line, lower control limit equals, okay, and I'm going to say the mean plus 3 times the square root of the variance of the mean. Okay, and there that is. This is just equal to the mean. And this equals the mean minus 3 times the square root of the, because the square root of variance is standard deviation. So it's really the plus or minus 3 standard deviations of the mean. Return. And so if these were the right numbers, that would be the answer. And that's how you do it. But use these numbers. Okay, so that's how you do it. So it's not hard. Well, nothing's hard if you know how to do it. So that's how you do it. So hopefully this helps everyone. I hope it helps so that you learn how to do it. Okay, that's really all there is to it. Now, question 10 here, as I say, go back to that video number 1, and I go through and I talk about all these things. The control chart is that, I just said that. Decision rules, I talk about the decision rules. Method of assignable causes, I talk about that in the video. Quality program, I talk about that in the video. And so from the video, the decision rules, method of assignable cause, quality program, those are the key knowledge points I want you to take away from this simple course on that's how it's done. So if you ever have a course in quality control, or you work in quality control, this gives a very good introduction on the kinds of things that you may be doing, or the language that's being used in the company around quality. There's a lot more to it, of course, but it's a really good introduction and it's a good start. Okay. Caroline, my cell does not let me transpose. How else can I transpose? I don't know why yours doesn't help you do that. Notice when you do this, when you copy this, Control C, copy. So make sure you copy it. And then when you come down, when you click this, right click, and there's where you have the paste options. So look for paste options. I don't know what kind of system you have. Sometimes people use, see, this is transpose. Sometimes people use the Mac. Well, I don't use a Mac, and I don't know about the Mac. Some people use Linux. I don't know Linux. Well, I've used different things in Linux, but in other words, I'm just focusing on Microsoft here. And so there's where the transpose is. Now, if you don't have this paste options here, once you copy it, Control C and copy, then maybe there's a different function to transpose. So you might want to look at different functions up here. So actually, I don't know your software. So be searching for transpose. Okay, that's really basically all I could tell you. Otherwise, if you take this and just Control C it, copy it, Otherwise, you just have to manually just move it down there, or just type it in. Just type it in. That's not that much. I do a lot of typing. Okay, like 16, 19, 26, 25, 15, 23, 17, 27, 29, 13, 25, and 17. So it doesn't take long. And there it is. But this is valuable when you have... Oh, okay. You do have Microsoft. Okay, we'll try what I said about coming down here. First, highlight it. Okay, or, hold down the Control C and see if you have the dashed greens around it. Make sure you do that. And then click a cell and see it's still active here. Click a cell, right click on the cell, and watch the copy and then paste options. And there's the fourth one over is transpose. That's how you do. That's how you can do it. Okay, so I will type then. Thanks. Oh, that's too bad. Okay. Well, during office hours, Caroline, during office hours, you can Thursday night, Friday night, or Saturday morning, you can share your screen with me, and then we can talk about it. Okay, and that's what office hours are for. And we can talk about it. Sound good? Okay, that's all I was going to cover today. I hope this helps, and I do spread things out on this course so that we can learn it slowly but methodically and learn it as well as we can. And as we get into it after this week, we start doing a lot more. There's a lot more quantity of information to learn. So it's a couple weeks, is 2 or 3 weeks, because it's good to get started. So that's really all I have for today. And so between now and the next time I see you, either office hours or next week during the stream, I have 3 different times for office hours to come and ask questions. Is be safe. Be very safe out there. Don't take anything for granted. And stay healthy. Take care of yourself. And I want you to stay healthy to learn as much as you can. So that's all I have for today. I hope this helps.